and almost had to walk away from Color Purple.
They say all press is good press, but with the type of press Oprah's been getting recently, I think she might beg to differ. Apparently, she and Taraji P. Henson are on the best terms right now, and allegedly, it's all because of Oprah's greed. But what does that mean, and why are people so convinced that Taraji and Oprah have beef? Let's break it down. This all began after some clips from the press tour for the movie The Color Purple started going around. When you watch these videos, you don't exactly have to be a body language expert to notice that something is off. At times, Taraji is holding back tears. The thing is, Oprah seemed to be on pretty good terms with everyone in the cast. She had no issue touching any of them when it was their turn to speak. But once Taraji entered the picture, everything changed. From the look they gave each other, to the fact that Oprah refused to touch Taraji and instead stood behind her and awkwardly clapped her hands. It was pretty obvious that something weird was going on between them, but no one knew what it was. That is, until now. Recently, a lot of Black Hollywood actresses have been speaking out about the inequality they face in Hollywood, especially when it comes to how much they get paid. Keke Palmer has spoken out about this, and so has Gabrielle Union and many others, and recently, Taraji joined the conversation too. She did a very emotional interview with Gayle King where she spoke about this. Although she didn't go into many specifics, you could feel her pain and tell that she was going through a lot. Apparently, the situation is so bad that she almost walked away from her role in The Color Purple. But then she had to stop and ask herself this: if she walked away, would she be fighting for all the Black actresses? Taraji explained that she's tired of Black women having the same exact story in Hollywood. No matter what you do or what you achieve, everyone always looks at it like it's some kind of fluke, and no one actually gives you the flowers that you earned and deserve. At this point in her career, Taraji openly admitted that she'd love to be on some island having a blast, but she can't because she doesn't earn enough to live the life she wants, even with how long she's been in the industry and how much she's achieved during this time. And whenever people point out the fact that she works all the time but still can't afford to live comfortably, it feels like a slap to her face. Like she spent all these years working so hard without nothing to show for it. This interview really got everyone talking. I mean, sure, Taraji had spoken about pay inequality in Hollywood before. In her 2016 memoir, she revealed that she only earned 2% of what Brad Pitt was paid, barely $150,000 from a movie that ended up grossing $150 million. It's crazy to even think about it, but that's beside the point. The question is, what made Taraji speak up on this issue so emotionally now? Obviously, something must have triggered her to be this vulnerable, and now everyone is pointing fingers at Oprah. What's crazy is that Oprah got wind of all the trouble coming her way, so apparently she decided to throw some shade Taraji's way in an interview she did not too long after Taraji's own.
How much money do you think I made for doing that movie? You don't remember? It was $35,000. 35,000.
You would have done it for nothing.
I would have done it for nothing. Yeah. That's how you know you really love something.
According to Oprah, she got paid only $35,000 for her role in The Color Purple. But even if she was offered nothing, she would have still worked on the project because that's how much she loves it. A lot of people took this as Oprah trying to say that Taraji should be happy with whatever she was paid and be grateful that she was even paid in the first place. And honestly, I think that's pretty crazy. Acting is what Taraji does for a living. You can't tell someone they should just be happy that they're getting paid for their literal job. That should be a given. Plus, very few actresses can bring what Taraji can, and she deserves all the accolades she can get. What Oprah said was just really strange, and now everyone is calling her out for being greedy. But this rumor about Oprah being a greedy person didn't start with Taraji, and it also definitely didn't start recently. Even though Oprah is known for being a philanthropist, not everyone buys the idea of her being a generous person. A lot of people believe that it's just a front she puts on so she doesn't get hate. Basically, some people think that she just donates things every now and again to get rid of any negative attention. And and for the last couple of years, this has worked pretty well for her, but it looks like it's not going to work anymore. For some reason this year, everyone is starting to see the issue with Oprah. It all begun after the Maui fires. Oprah and The Rock came under a lot of heat after they were called out for creating a fund for victims of the fires and then asking people to donate. A lot of people found this very wrong because between the both of them, they have a combined net worth of almost $3 billion. They could have comfortably helped a lot of people without even breaking a sweat, but for some reason they both decided to only donate $10 million, and then they went on to ask their followers on Instagram and TikTok to chip in and donate the rest. This idea obviously didn't work out the way either of them had planned because people just kept on attacking them and asking why they would expect average people who were living paycheck to paycheck to donate the money they don't even have in the first place. Some even said that it just didn't make sense that one of the richest women in the world was asking people for money. And honestly, that's a good point. And I guess the same thing could be said in this whole alleged drama between Oprah and Taraji. Oprah is a billionaire. Why does she think it's her place to tell Taraji that she should be happy with getting underpaid? It's just so weird. That being said, at the end of the day, all of this is just based on rumors and theories. We don't actually know for sure if Taraji and Oprah really have beef or what it's really about. But what do you guys think? Do you think there's tension between Oprah and Taraji? Why do you think that is? Could it have something to do with Oprah's comments about the color purple salaries? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below.